Hello everybody, my name is that Joe Guy and welcome back to Mist. Here we are in my study and we're in the beginning of a new act, so there's stuff to do. I haven't really moved from the spot. Usually when I, between sessions I will go through everybody's inventory, level them up, make sure they're using the best equipment, but the thing about doing that at the beginning of an act is that there's stuff to do, and Meryl's here as well. I should address that, since it's apparently such a rare occurrence. But I have a pretty simple objective this session, and that is just to wander around. Is this Malcolm Hawke? I guess it must be. Have I never noticed that before? Yeah, just to wander. I want to see what the town's doing. Maybe pick up some quests. Maybe start working on clearing out the streets at night as well, like I did before. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, yes. So yeah, we're gonna get started, and seems like a good place to start as any with a conversation with our darling. Hello.
I'm starting to think Sandal is watching me.
What's your objective? Is it Oh yeah, I need to do that. Anders. Okay, just a thing marked justice, and that's Sebastian's thing, and then Meryl. So is this a talking to? Is that what that?
I'd like to speak with you about our sleeping arrangements.
Uh-huh.
Do you think he could use another bed?
What? Not enough room? Makes you uncomfortable? Why?
Is it because he watches us when we,
Well, it's just that he snores, and sometimes he stinks like a bog.
Mm-hmm. Aw.
Oh, don't be sad. I still like you very much. Perhaps you could sleep with Sandal.
Enchantment!
Sounds good. Sounds like a good arrangement for all. You're still here. Hola.
I'm starting to think Sandal is watching me.
He literally is.
I'm starting to think Sandal is watching me.
What do you want, woman? I don't know if that's gonna go away ever, because I've tried going to Meryl's place before and it didn't. Oh, whatever. It says visit her home in the Alien Age. Maybe that's just a quest that will remain forever unresolved. So I did see everybody, so there's nothing really. So I can assemble a party. Let's go and do so. Who should we take with us? I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I forgot Isabella's gone. Yep. Actually, let's do that. Still not a massive fan of Sebastian, but might as well have him. Oh, I have letters actually. Cancel. Where's the letters first? Hey.
I'm starting to think Sandal is watching me.
Give me something. Right. Champion, on the loose. I require your assistance in a matter of great urgency. Please report to the Templar Hall in the Gallows at your earliest convenience. Sincerely, Knight Commander Meredith. Now, do I want to accept these? Because I don't want to be picking out quests exactly and starting them this session. So it's a bit of a risk if I accept these, just going into the area, trigger it automatically, because I do just sort of wander around. But then there's a risk of that happening anyway, so I might as well read these. I'll read them first. Champion, you simply must help me. My daughter Orlana was abducted by Hang on, did I read these already? Maybe? I'm just gonna browse them again. One of my servants has discovered she was taken somewhere in the Wounded Coast. I bid you make haste, for I fear these lowborn Yes, I did see that one. I don't remember where though. I'll accept that, because obviously I didn't accept it before. Mr. Hawke, maybe you don't remember me, we met briefly, and that was the most important moment of my life. You've changed so many lives that you probably can't keep them all straight. You rescued me from Sir Ulrich, and told me to leave Kirkwall. I want to tell you that I have. Yes, I remember her. I won't say where I am now, but I'm free and I'm not looking back. I've heard the rumours, terrible days are coming. I pray for the safety of my family and all the souls in Kirkwall, and especially for you. May Andraste keep you from harm. Well, she doesn't sound like she went blood mage, which is nice. From Tevinter, or is it now Champion Hawke? The story of how you handled the I have a suspect from, I suspect I know who this is from. Who else do I know from Tevinter, right? Shale. There are a few things the Tevinters love more than a tale of Kunari defeat. To say the Imperium is a strange place would be a vast understatement. Men and women work magic in the streets while their slaves look on. I watched my own master kill a rival magister in a duel just days ago. Sometimes I look around and think I understand the Templars back in Kirkwall. My studies are going well. My dreams don't trouble me as much these days. Yes, Fenrir. I'm hopeful that in time I'll master myself. I just want to thank you. I owe you more than my life. I owe you my mind and my future. Yeah, it's the other half of the coin, and since the middle ground is not in either of these places, of course you're going to see their point. Messer, interest rates are the lowest they've been in 200 years. What is this? Letter in a fancy envelope. Making this the perfect time to take out a mortgage on your estate. The next Viscount will likely raise rates, and if you wait too long, this chance... Hang on, let me do the right voice for this. The next Viscount will likely raise rates, and if you wait too long, this chance will pass you by. When the Chantry demands ties on all Hightown estates, where will you be? The lending house of Tankum, Selmer, and Grease can take you through the process of mortgaging your estate with ease and confidence, leaving you with nothing to do but admire your wealth. Speak to our accountant in the Dwarven Merchants Guild for a free consultation before time runs out. Pay us money to own what you already own, basically. Circumstance. Champion, you deserve your new title despite what Commander Meredith might prefer. You and I both know what would have happened had you not been there to face the Canary. I'm sure you've received no shortage of accolades from the powers that be in the city, but for what it's worth, I'm sending a gift from the Circle of Magi. Use it well. Alright, this is from Orsino. Nice. I wonder what I got. This is from Sister Ariel, a name I'm not familiar with me. To the oh well, the way she's addressing me, I doubt she's meant to be familiar to me. To the Champion of Kirkwall, you've done so much for so many people, so you probably don't remember me, but you saved my life. Oh. I spent 3 years thinking about what that awful Lord Harriman might have done to me. Surely the Maker sent you to shine his light into that madhouse. Harriman. I remember mixing up the name with Lord Harrimont. I remember seeing it in the Chantry. It's to do with Sebastian's quest. Right? It was like waking from a nightmare. I don't know how we endured it. That place was a spider's web and we were the flies. Sister Ariel. I don't know where to go first. Excuse me. But I ended up in seeking shelter at the Chantry in Starkhaven. I'm a sister now and I take my vows next month. They've given me a chance to pay back the good fortune you gave me and even taught me to read and write. Me, the daughter of a washerwoman. I don't remember her. I remember Lord Harriman vaguely. But good, I guess I am having trouble keeping this straight. I don't want to accept a mission from Meredith right now.
You know, I'm starting to think Sandal is watching me.
Stop watching her.
The old lady is scary.
Who?
There is no old lady, Sandal. How many times do I have to tell you that?
What's this about?
Oh, my boy sees things sometimes. Says he saw an old lady standing by his bed. She has a scary laugh. Yes, well, there you go.
I'm just waiting for a quest. Is that a thing? Oh, I got these robes. That I can't wear. Chest piece gold threaded. Wonderful. Okay, sure. I can't use them, but whatever.
That big tower in the lake is scary. He means the gallows, and I quite agree.
How about you? Anything to say?
Things have been very troubling these last few years, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. Care to expand?
I was thinking that it might soon be time for my boy and I to move on.
Oh. Where'd you go?
Back to the merchant's life, I suppose.
It's an honour to serve the Champion of Kirkwall, make no mistake. But I'm getting older. It's time to see the Sandal's future. I'll stay on until arrangements are made. I hope that's all right.
Can I come along? I mean, I could help him if that's if that's all you're worried about. If you wanted to move on, I wouldn't blame you. I'm a kind of a danger zone. But I can help him if that's what you're worried about.
If you're worried about Sandal, I can help him out.
Oh, well, that's mighty kind of you, but it's unnecessary. My boy's been offered a position in Orlais.
Wow.
It seems the Empress herself found one of his enchantments and is intrigued. Can you imagine? Us in the Imperial Court. Hopefully this business with the Templars doesn't get worse before we go. I worry about you, Miss Eyre.
You're not the only one. Interesting. Moving on, no doubt setting up for their appearance in Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't know where that game would take place. I doubt it's in Orlais, because having an entirely French-speaking cast, only so much one can take. Sorry. Let's go. So still a mail, but that's just from Meredith. It could be cool if it took place in Orlais, but I do doubt it, because like, just the nature of Western games being what they are, predominantly they'll go for like a Western sort of population, you know, which I suppose, like, you know, French is a Westernized society. I don't know what really Western. Anyway, that's getting into political side of things, but it tends to go for like an English or an American sort of feel to its culture, so that the predominantly American or British or Western players can empathize with it more. English-speaking players, I suppose, would be the best way to put that. So I doubt it's in Orlais, but you never know. So let's just hit this one bit at a time. I think I pretty much made a direct beeline at the end of Act 3 to my estate, so that's the one thing about reviewing my episodes a little bit less, is that, well, I occasionally forget things more than I used to.
Do you think people will ever start calling it the Hawke Estate?
The map does.
What does your chantry do? I mean, you keep saying how great it is, and as Isabella tell me to stay away from it, but what does it do? Among the Dalish, the keepers teach the children, preserve our history, perform magic. The priestesses here just sing.
The chantry does many charitable works. It cares for widows and orphans.
Who in the Dalish would just be part of the clan, like everyone else?
Good day.
I just don't get it.
Well, you gotta appreciate that your population's smaller, Meryl. Smaller and more intimate. You're more of a family. Okay. So yeah, as I say, I'm just wandering around. Chances board. There are no quests available this time. I wonder if there were in the last act that I just missed.
And Andraste did say, those who harm a house of the Maker have done harm unto the Maker himself.
Feels like you want to say more. Maybe frustrated. Maybe a Sister Patrice sympathizer. Interesting to have her at the picture. I wonder if there was any way... Wow, it's kind of sunsetty. That's nice. Wonder if there's any way for Sister Patrice to survive her encounter. You know, her plan, her big reveal. I don't think so, because she made the move against me. I would have probably had to move against her myself.
So your tranquil solution was hardly the Holocaust you imagined.
You've been seeking revenge for the death of one family for as long as I've known you. Are you honestly judging me for trying to save the lives of every mage in Thedas?
But they were never threatened. It was a single man's lunacy. The chantry would never follow through with such a thing.
Yet.
Never say never, ever. It's the extreme solution, but we kind of live in a world of extremes.
The first enchanter overstepped his bounds.
He was provoked.
Whoa.
The people want to know which side you favor. It weakens you.
Oh, we've heard this.
Will not win this fight, Sebastian. If the Maker is merciful, he will help them find peace. We can only be waiting when they do.
Okay. Well, we definitely want to talk to Sebastian. We know about the quest that triggers, and we know we don't want to do that just yet. Although I suspect we'll do it soon. I know it's a DLC quest, so God knows how long it's going to take, but it feels right somehow to do that sooner rather than later. It's been a while since I've explored these places. I think I mentioned this before, the acts are sort of starting to blur into each other a little bit. And considering that different quests trigger at different times depending on your exploration, there's a risk of me missing out on an area because I haven't explored it in a certain act. So that's sort of part of what we're doing today.
Maker's gaze be upon you.
Cheers, bro. I'm hoping to not have to do too much editing in this session, so, you know, if you're watching this episode and these next couple episodes, I would highly recommend you just kind of kick back, maybe watch a different video in the background, because this'll take a bit of time.
I've always wondered, how do your divines choose their names?
They write all the best sacred names on slips of paper and stuff them in a mitre. Then, the newly elected divine picks a name out of the hat.
What if she picks a name she doesn't like? Does she have to keep it?
Of course she does. How do you think we got 4 divines named Hortensia?
Yeah, this is what I was hoping for. I was hoping that having Sebastian come around, like, just hang out, would show a slightly different side of him, so this is good. So we're almost done with Hightown here. Doesn't look like there's much to see, like...
Avoid with this.
Jeez.
I can never remember what Mistress wants.
God, swearing elves scare me. Makes me think that the lower classes are going to revolt, and that makes me uncomfortable. I think we should just kill them, you know? I mean, that might seem harsh, but... you know, it's part of their job to, you know, be killed by their master if they deem it necessary. God, that's really a beautiful sunset. The time of days across acts are a little interesting. It's I forget what it was like in Act 1, but I'm pretty sure it was like high noon. And then there were a slightly more lengthy shot. I see him there, by the way. I'm deliberately not trying to pick up quests, as I mentioned. And then it was maybe like morning or something like that in Act 2, and in Act 3 now it's sunset, and I'm wondering if that's a theme. And is this going to trigger something? Mercs. The roughest part of Hightown. Well, as I say, I don't want to pick that up just yet. Nuncio's guard. Do you know what the hell with it? I don't know.
Kirkwall is so dull.
I don't know why this feels different to the Canary, but it does, so hail.
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. Your reputation precedes you.
Hi.
Forgive me. I should introduce myself properly. My name is Nuncio Caldera Lanos. I am a noble from the beautiful country of Antiva.
Quite the name.
It must have taken a lot of practice to say that all in one breath.
It's mostly to impress the ladies, I assure you. I've come to ask your help, champion. Hiding among the Dalish is an elven assassin I've been chasing for months. He's a master manipulator who will endanger even his own kind to ensure his survival.
Well, noble on him.
You don't seem the type to hunt assassins. Why are you after him?
At first, it was merely duty to Antiva. But after losing so many good men to him, it became personal. He's nothing but a murderer, a thief, and a liar.
Yeah, pretty smart.
Your assassin is no fool. I doubt the Dalish would hand a fellow elf over to you, murderer or no.
Ah, so you see my problem. Where that elf goes, death follows. He must be captured quickly. I've heard of your dealings with the Dalish. I was hoping you could go where my men could not. Find out where the assassin is hiding, and apprehend him.
An assassin in my city, here to spread death? Yeah, sounds like a cause I can get behind. Besides, I'm probably, like, with Meryl's help, and maybe less so Fenris's, I'm hoping to just get in there and get out with doing as little harm as possible. I mean, I'm not exactly known as a friend to them, but I'd at least be more sensitive than if the guard went marching in there.
I'll see what I can do.
One of the Dalish, a woman named Variel, is a friend of his. I suggest speaking with her first.
Variel.
We won't be here when you get back. We got a campsite outside the city. Look for us there.
Okay. A murder of crows. The Antivan crows. Ask Variel in the Dalish camp where he might be hiding. Okay, will do. Another elven assassin. Maybe he'll be jocular and then we can forgo the whole assassin thing and take him into our party. Sound good? Or does that sound completely insane? Come on, load the brothel already. I want to get my pants down. There we go. I'm ready.
Pumpkin, it's
So much work to do.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, there we go.
Tell the customer to be a little more worldly.
Howdy, Gamlin. Maybe you should move up in the world, you know?
I'm just here for the medicinal
Drink at the
benefits.
end, man.
Okay, just the articles, right?
Well, well. The champion visits the blooming rose. What an occasion.
God, you always look pissed off.
My people offer 3 types of service. For 2 sovereigns, you get the royal treatment.
Go, get off me.
1 sovereign gets you the standard services. For 50 silver, someone pretends to like you for an hour.
No, thank you.
I'll need to think about it.
Of course.
God, your mannerism, for a madame, no subtlety whatsoever. Do I want to be back here? I really am just casting the net somehow. Maybe I will start picking up quests. Maybe. I might go light on it, just sprinkling. As I said, I have no idea why. Oh shit, yeah. No, I really need to go to the market. Look at my supplies after burning them all in the Arashog battle. That's a really good shield. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. There we go. And a stamina drop. I'm low. And an injury kit too. I gotta get that too. Sorry, guys. I'll leave you your 5 silver. Okay.
I can't help.
Guess my companions now work there, so, you know, good for them. Good career prospects, so I hear.
I was thinking of changing my hairstyle.
That's brilliant. You've had this one for 7 years now.
Can they honestly not get out?
I haven't seen the Seneschal much lately. Don't tell me the man's gone religious.
No, he just keeps terrible hours now.
Busy man. I wonder how he is doing. He was fairly faithful to the Viscount, at least as far as I could tell. Wonder how he took that whole thing. Or if he even survived. Oh. Pardon me. Oh, lovely. This is nice.
Have I ever mentioned that I like your coat?
You do?
It's very lively, like a crow in the middle of hunting.
That's great. Thanks, Meryl.
Yay, my friends like each other sometimes when they're not arguing about important stuff, I guess. Yes, please. Don't need that anymore. We don't have a knife specialist. So the elven underwear in this place, it's pretty nice. Oh, bit of a fan of a corset myself. The fact that Meryl was wearing it during our tryst on screen was a little silly, I will admit. Man, I know they don't want to validate objectivity or anything like that, but it would have really hurt to give characters more than one form of underwear in this game. Even for immersion. They do it in the movies.
Flowers. I should get flowers for my hair.
Don't
Go ahead, say it.
Huh?
Say what?
I saw you watching me.
I was looking at the clouds.
What?
Don't give me that. I know you've been judging me. You think I'm out of control? How can I claim to speak for mages when I'm half demon myself?
The one over there looks a bit like a bunny rabbit.
I saw that too.
Anders paranoid, but Sebastian is judgmental. I will withhold judgment. Speaking of... Looks like my guys are lacking in a few areas. But that staff isn't much different than the one that you have. Yeah, no, you're doing okay. How about you, Meryl? You also have a lower magic rate, but you could get the ornate enchanted staff when the time comes. I'll probably junk that. Yeah, junk that. That's maybe going to be a part of what I do this session, is do some selling of stuff. There we go. Armor and health. So, in terms of attack, right? I was thinking about, like, how I'm going to do more damage. And, the answer to that is that I seem to be doing okay on damage, like, compared with these guys. So why did I have such trouble with those dwarves? Is it literally because they were dwarves and it was just me on my own? Like, I seem to be doing no damage to the health bar whatsoever, but there I go, I'm doing 79 DPS. That's fine in comparison. I do not understand. But in terms of like attack value, I have a 91% chance of hitting somebody, and I think that's worth it. Worth the exchange. Is this now 5-star? It's still 5-star, surprisingly. The Red Earth Long one is 4-star. Why not? You guys never get to see this, so I'll just do it for you just now. Let's see. So a mace with a lot of damage and 35 health. And a superior longsword with also 35 health. And yet more attack, but I don't really need that attack. And this does more damage per second. Sort of. Actually, it's sort of the same because of the extra fire damage. I do the same amount of DPS. So unless it looks better, it actually kind of does. I don't know. I'll make a decision about that. That will be, like, I will go shopping at some point in the session because I want to check out the merchant booths. Like, literally, that's probably the next thing I'll do. What's in there? What's my home? Hawke Estate on the loose. What? On the loose. I don't even have that in there. I guess maybe we'll see that later. No, I'm here anyway. What the? Well, let's go to the market first, I guess. But let's not forget about that. Here's the Merchants District. Yeah, want to do some shopping. Want to test out the merchants, because they'll have new fancy items at the beginning of each new act. Yes, please. Also, yes, please. And yes, please.
All taken care of.
Thank you, Sebastian, for thieving and, you know... The Chantry have sin, right? Pretty sure most religions have sin, or at least some translation of the word sin. Thanks for breaking that oath. Appreciate it. Sir Merlin C. Selbrecht. Alrighty. Hold on, guys. Man, that really is nice. What the hell was I saying? Shopping, I guess. Right? Oh no, just that I don't know. That looked innately less interesting to me. I don't know why.
Do you really need me along for this?
Did you say shopping? Or Sebastian? Huh? What? Who said that? I need to have people with more distinct accents with me. No, but whoa, it's a purple item. Wow. So I guess that's a new thing, which is awesome. And I'm just having like a browse of this right now. There's a nice longsword, Perrin's Nail, which is another longsword. It does a good chunk of damage, and it has a slot. And extra healing to this character, but I think I'm actually doing okay with that stuff anyway. What else? You have anything? No, no, no. Aha, Kunari Sword, a generic item. Kunari Sword. I don't have a Kunari. Maybe I should have a Kunari by now, I don't know. As a thing, it sounds interesting, so let's just buy it. Okay, thank you.
Champion! Could I...
1 second. Find the missing Kunari blades and return them to Tarbus and Oh.
interest you or your companions in some new armor?
Yeah, maybe. Where's your stock? Let's see. Some armor. So you still got the stone hammer plate and the red breastplates, which I'm kind of glad isn't better than my current one, because I love my current one. Okay, 1 second. Okay. A greater ring. Very nice. Is this interesting or is this boring? Tell me by leaving a dislike. No, please don't do that. Terrible for my morale. This is... wow, okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah. We're just gonna burn money on this, actually. Although, gotta say, like, the Elfrit potions and stuff like that, used in the last session, very, very useful. I think I might actually be doing okay on injury kits, but, actually, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm doing okay, but not as well as I could be. Hubert, I suppose I should talk to you. But let's go talk to Tarbus first, because I just got a quest for him. And if it's just a collection thing, then that probably not means it's going to be surface level. So, yeah, I'm not going to start any major quest thread by speaking to Tarbus just now. Hello.
Many Kunari fell in Kirkwall when we departed. I am sent to gather their swords.
Okay.
If you find a Kunari sword, return it to me.
Interesting that you're coming to me with this. Kunari killed a lot of people. Is this worth my while?
What do I get if I bring one to you?
It is reward enough to complete a worthy task. But if you crave gold, that can be arranged.
Yes, I do, and what are you gonna do about it? We kicked your army out.
Don't you want their bodies too?
Their husks serve no purpose.
Oh yeah.
The weapons shall satisfy a demand of the Qun.
Oh, here's one.
This is what I've found.
Do you require gold for this task?
No.
I'm not doing this for the money.
Very well.
I mean, they killed a lot of people on their principles. Tried to take away their choices. Yeah, I'm mad at them. But I don't disrespect them, you know. Hubert. Do you know I don't want to talk to you at the moment?
I'm sorry, but I'm on a recorded area. You won't find better prices.
Let's see. Looks fine and dandy. Oh, a backpack. Nice. Don't mind if I do. I think it's been a while since I've seen one of those. Sell the junk too. Great, off we go. And since it's sunset anyway, I think now is a good time to have a crack at, well, at this place at night. I want to see how it's holding up. I can't imagine it's doing fantastically well. Do you know, I actually think on the loose might have been that letter, so I think that's what's going on in the Hawke estate at the moment. So I'm going to leave that for now, we'll come back to it later. Hightown by night. This should be fun. We're just having a Passover, and therefore some cutting may begin to happen. Oh, lovely. Huh. So that's actually marginally better than what I'm already rocking. There we go. Because it does more damage, and I do want to do more damage. So we got enemies? Or have we had an impact? I suspect there will be enemies, because that's kind of how this game works. You guys seem alright. In here? Oh, joy. A blood rager. Rager. Don't think so. Cool. Alright, go. And then silence him. So you guys, mages and stuff like that. Yeah, I should draw on the threat. But I'm only drawing in the threat so that you both can have at this mage whilst they're silenced. He'll only be silenced for a couple seconds longer. After that, he'll be able to teleport. Run, boyo, you can't escape. Whoa, that was weird. A bunch of them just exploded. Alright, let's gain account of where we are now that we're in a slightly better position. Looks like Sebastian, is having a little bit of trouble. Let's go and rescue him. Okay. Oh, we got more second wave. Thralls. Oh dear. Well, I suppose that is the thing, isn't it? We've had... We still okay? Anders, if you can maybe get a heal down Sebastian, you are meant to be doing that, you know. As Meredith squeezes tighter, the more extreme versions of the rebellions that she's so paranoid about creep out. Become emboldened by their oppression. This could also be the result of my influences over the years, gradually siding with apostates. But I doubt it. I do doubt it. I think this is just the way of things at the moment. Meredith is creating the source of her own paranoia. It still seems quieter on these streets. Which is fine by me. So we've had a fight with the Bloodthirsters now, the Blood Ragers or whatever. So I reckon I will probably begin to do some cutting unless something interesting happens. So let me just mark this on my notes. Yep. and start doing a little bit of editing from here so that we speed through this, because if I didn't edit the last time I did the streets cleanup, then wow, that would have been hard to watch. Back with you in a little bit.
I'll show you why mages are feared!
Hey, leveled up. Sweet. Attributes. A bit more into well, actually, more in strength, double into willpower. My constitution is probably a little lacking compared to my strength. I said I'd boost into willpower. And as for this, yeah. Well, there's a few things I could get. Righteous Strike. Each temple's weapon is instilled with righteous energy. Each strike has a chance to prevent the enemy from activating abilities for a short time. So that's really useful. But we're doing quite well at mages. We depend on magic. Oh, that could come in handy. Well, I guess I will cut through this as I normally do. Back with you in a bit. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about Iain in the last 3 years. Another 3 years have passed since becoming the champion of Kirkwall. And throughout that time and throughout everything that's happened to him, let's say, for example, he's getting older, and it's maybe starting to catch up with him. And what if one day he realized that he, a bit like Anders, although not nearly as dramatic, starting to lose control of that channel for this, for these emotions caused by everything which has happened to him and everything which he sees going around him. His kind of lack of knowledge, like in translation, my lack of knowledge with exactly how that, how best to help in certain situations. So, how to channel that energy. How to channel that frustration and righteous anger into something that can actually be a productive outlet and that can help him. Let's say, for example, what if he swapped out the dwarves? The dwarven culture is in decline, and many dwarves have turned to the surface, bringing their customs and battle traditions with them. Anger is only part of being a berserker. Anyone can fly into a rage, but only a berserker can channel that anger into brutal hits that cleave through armor, flesh, and bone. I was just looking through it. There's a ton of stuff I want to get. In fact, I'm probably gonna like fork out for like a point or two, like those arcane tomes, because I want to get this. Sort of. I more want to get this. You can pause and read them if you wanna see. There's stuff I want to fill in here, particularly this down here. I want to maybe start going into this so I can help myself out to get a bit more stamina. But it's the first level up after the act break. We have 3 years to account for us. The one skill that he's acquired within these 3 years, and I think this is an interesting direction. Iain isn't an angry guy. Not really. Except in very certain circumstances. It can come out. And without an outlet, I think he'd be in danger, and I think he'd know that he'd be in danger. People who have anger issues find outlets. They don't necessarily get rid of their anger. My outlet is defeating my enemies. Enemies to Kirkwall, as far as I'm concerned. So let's do it. This is interesting. I can always respecialize if I change my mind. If Iain, lets that simmer, he may forget the training. Whoa. For now, just allowing that anger to fester a little. And be turned into a weapon. Yeah, I'm on board with this. Sweet. So, it reserves 10% remaining stamina. How much does this stuff? Like, shield defense does 15%. Might does 20%, does 10% damage. Damage is 10% of remaining stamina. Maybe I will replace Might with Berserk, although both of them at the same time. So those like the modes. And then turn the blade on top of that. It's a lot of stuff. So I've got 72 mana left. This is sort of the first time I have had a bit of a look at this. 10 stamina, 10 stamina, 30 stamina. Wow, taunt is hefty. Scatter needs 30 stamina. This Assault needs 20 stamina. Smite needs, yes, 35. Cleanse needs 20, and Silence needs 25. With a couple of stamina-based talents in Battle Master, which is another sort of, like, area which I want Iain to sort of specialise further in, especially now that it's 3 years on. This is more responsible use of, like, all this raw power he's built up through all these other abilities. Maybe I will invest in a respec book so I can get rid of some of the stuff that I'm not really using. Stonewall, I would be loath to part with that. Turn the Blade is maybe something that I can take out your tactics. It's kind of funny that I'm going less defensive, but you do have a fair chunk of health. I might see how I get on with that. Let me just adjust his tactics a little bit. And, yeah, I will see how that plays. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's see how that goes. Let's go find a fight. God, that took me a while. What time did I start doing that? Jeez. Was I really sitting here for...
much nicer courtyards in Starkhaven.
Oh, look at me, I'm from Starkhaven. My courtyards are better than this city that I've lived in for 3 years. You could go back there, you know. You don't have to rule it. These streets do seem quieter. Yeah, I think I was sat there thinking about this for like 15 minutes. Just, it's a big decision, and like, I am at risk of spreading myself a little thin. Yeah, but there's really nothing that I want to necessarily lose. But I should maybe commit to spending some time investing. Yeah, interesting.
I would rather be a lowly brother than live here among the glamour and deceit.
No, I sympathize with you there. Have I been up here already? Are we almost done with Hightown tonight? If so, that's fine. I maybe want to see it again during the day. Maybe pick up one of those books of Arcane Technique that I saw kicking about in the shop, so they are 20 gold each. There's that potion they sell in around the place, but in the black market or something like that. Black Emporium, that's what it's called. Yeah, they sell that there. Which can allow me to respec if I need to. I'll think about that. I'll think about all that. Well, there isn't too much happening here at the moment, is there? Let's go back and maybe explore somewhere else actually before I do any of that. Let's see. Where should we move on to? How about well, the gallows actually. That'll be an interesting thing to do.
How can you have so much faith? Does nothing bother you?
You're bothering me.
The Maker left us to our own devices generations ago.